It was 2010. It was time for change in Albany. Like so many New Yorkers, I was sick of the taxes, the unemployment, and the reckless spending. I wanted to stop the Republicans from blocking ethics reform. I wanted a New York that New Yorkers could afford. And I wanted a New York that New Yorkers could believe in again. And that is why I chose to run for Senate.
We're a family of Democrats from across New York.
Women and men.
Women and men.
Women and men.
Citizen activists and public servants.
We are committed to finishing what we started.
We brought property tax relief.
We cut spending.
We created jobs. And we protected education and healthcare services.
We changed Albany.
We changed Albany.
I became a senator because taxes were just too high.
We passed a property tax circuit breaker.
And rolled back the rest of the MTA taxes.
We did it to protect jobs.
And to keep New Yorkers in New York.
I became a senator because state spending was out of control.
We worked with Governor Cuomo to tighten the state's belt.
But we defended our seniors, students, and working families.
I became a senator because 1 out of every 10 New Yorkers was out of work.
We saved and created more than 200,000 jobs across the state.
And now New York families are finding better jobs.
And new opportunities.
Good jobs, real jobs.
Careers that people could be proud of.
I became a senator to give New Yorkers a government to believe in.
We passed sweeping ethics reform.
We closed campaign finance loopholes, and we passed a fair and responsible redistricting plan.
We are building a government as good as our people.
I became a New York State Senator because marriage equality is not just a civil right, but a basic human right.
I became a senator because families couldn't afford to live in their own neighborhoods anymore.
Everyone deserves a safe and healthy place to live.
So we invested in building more affordable housing.
And there's more to come. I became a senator because an honest day's work deserves an honest day's pay.
We passed laws guaranteeing all workers a fair salary.
And stopped wage theft.
I became a senator because women's rights and women's concerns were not being addressed in Albany.
We increased funding for domestic violence survivors.
Enhanced contracting opportunities for women-owned businesses.
And made sure that the Reproductive Health Act remained the law in New York.
We passed the Pay Equity Bill, ensuring that mothers and daughters finally earn as much as fathers and sons.
For doing the same work.
I became a senator to help move green legislation through Albany.
We need to protect our open space, our air and our water.
And do it in ways that protect and create jobs.
And we're getting it done.
I became a senator because the New York of tomorrow is sitting in the classrooms of today.
Investing in our future meant fixing education funding.
And giving every student in New York the opportunity to succeed.
We cut the waste and duplication.
And more money went directly to the classrooms.
I became a senator because we needed to do more to protect our veterans.
And we have more of them than ever before.
We invested in better health care and worked with local governments to improve services.
Because that's the way it should be.
I became a senator because I believe in New York.
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 And thanks to the class of 2010,
New Yorkers are starting to believe in us.